Hello and welcome to the EPL Index Transfer Daily. It is Thursday, the 13th of June, one day till the Euro starts and one day until the transfer window opens. And deals are getting done or expected to be confirmed. So, Wolves have confirmed the signing of winger from Braga, Rodrigo Gomez, for approximately £13 million. Be an interesting one to see what happens there now as well, because Gary O'Neill did say before the end of last season that if Wolves were to buy, they'd probably have to sell. So there'll be a few eyes on the likes of Neto and others. There's expected arrivals to be confirmed at a number of clubs: Newcastle, Lloyd Kelly anytime soon, Crystal Palace, Kameda, and Crystal Palace at the same time, Riyad Shadi from Betis. That's expected to be done. So what's in the papers today? Quite a bit, to be honest. It seems to be a lot of exits or not, as the case may be. Liverpool defender Joe Gomez, he is, according to the Mirror, a target for Bayern Munich. That'll be interesting to see. To be fair, they did just trigger the release clause of Ito from Stuttgart, and they are in talks with Jonathan Tah, so it may feel like a bit of paper talk there. The Guardian has that Chelsea are thinking about offering a new deal to Conor Gallagher. Now, we know he's wanted by Villa and Spurs. Could you imagine if after all this time and all the messing around and the potential, did they meet the fee last summer? Spurs no, and the negotiations, and Villa, according to Ornstein, making those tentative inquiries. If he signed a new deal, what crazy business that would be, but very possible. AC Milan apparently are doing quite a bit. They won't be doing Joshua Zirkzee just quite straight away because he's now going to the Euros with Holland, or he's in the squad. They might, though, be raiding the Premier League, as well as the new manager Paulo Fonseca. Matty Cash has apparently, according to TalkSport, held talks with them over a move. If you always forget to say this, it's strange. The 26-year-old Polish right back may be looking at it. Although, according to The Athletic, which also has the story, the stumbling block is the fact Aston Villa want £30 million. And sticking with Aston Villa, obviously we know all the stories about Douglas Luiz, Juventus, the two players in cash going the opposite direction. According to Sport, a Spanish paper, they're saying that his agent has been in touch with Barcelona and Deco looking at that option. So it will be interesting to see what happens there. Sticking, John mentioned Liverpool, I suppose, as well. We mentioned Joe Gomez. Alisson Becker, according to Football Insider, has rejected the chance to go to Al Nassr. I know that's a story that's been going around for a while, hasn't it? So Alisson Becker will not be going anywhere. And not going anywhere, how these lines, Eric Ten Hag, that was the big story of yesterday, wasn't it? The Telegraph have ran with the fact that there may be a 2-year extension to his contract. How things change. A season review, speaking to Tommy Tuchel, the likes of Pochettino, Franklin, etc., to all of a sudden a turnaround where he could be offered a 2-year extension. It may not be linked to the story around the fact that United only have £15 million to spend without sales in the window. So we'll have to see what happens on that one. Liverpool as well. João Gomez, Portugal. Quite a few. The young João Neves, the Portuguese midfielder. He's been linked, according with quite a few Portuguese outlets, with a move to Liverpool, and are expected to make an offer, according to some. The Leicester job. This is an interesting one. Graham Potter and Carlos Corberán at West Brom are the two favourites, as it says, for the role, according to The Athletic. And then we mentioned Wolves. Well, West Ham, we mentioned a lot. They're looking for centre-half. They've been turned down by a few. Wolves' Max Kilman, according to the Mail, is the red-hot favourite for that, but he will cost in the region of £45 million. So that may be how Wolves start to balance the books there. West Ham are also, according to Romano, interested in the Juventus youngster, the Argentinian right-sided forward, Matthias Soulé, who's even at Frosinone, I think it's pronounced. I'm probably butchering that, but Juventus player, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with him. Villa, according to Football Insider, have opened talks with Marseille over the possibility of bringing Guendouzi. Do you remember that former Arsenal French midfielder back to the Premier League? And it's a good place to finish that, according to the Standard, Fulham are looking at Mendy, the Luton defender. So it'll be interesting to see Ross Barkley. That's not been confirmed, though. It's an interesting one to mention. Ross Barkley to Aston Villa has still not been officially confirmed. We are expecting other things to happen today or the next few days. Like we say, Lloyd Kelly, the few at Palace. So you do think things are starting to move. There's a lot of rumours, a buzz. The Euros is starting, and there is a lot happening, ladies and gents. I want to mention as well, I suppose, to finish on a sort of line a little bit there, but Chelsea are set to do a deal. But before anyone thinks it's going to be super exciting, it continues their youth policy, and it will be a young Brazilian right back, Pedro Lima at Sporting Recife, and he'll actually go straight to Strasbourg, one of their group clubs, the Blueco group clubs, won't he? So, yeah, a lot happening, ladies and gents. But there we go. With 1 day to go until the transfer window opens, that was your EPL Index Transfer Daily.